Let's dive deep into understanding whey protein. Whey protein is a collection of proteins found in whey. When a coagulant, usually renin, is added to milk, the curds, casein, and whey separate. Whey protein is the water-soluble part of milk. As a supplement, it's sold as dry powders with various levels of processing that affect how concentrated a source of protein they are and how fast they're absorbed. Milk is made of two proteins, casein and whey. Whey protein is considered a complete protein and contains all 9 essential amino acids needed for growth, repair, and maintenance of each and every tissue of the body. It was first discovered in the process of cheese making when the whey water separated out, while the cheese was kept for fermentation. Composition and forms of whey protein. Whey protein is a mixture of beta-lactoglobulin, alpha-lactalbumin, bovine serum albumin, immunoglobulins, glycomacropeptides. The protein in cow's milk is 20% whey protein and 80% casein, whereas the protein in human milk is 60% whey and 40% casein. These are immunity-boosting components of whey. Essential amino acids content of proteins, leucine, is highest in whey as compared to all proteins. It is needed for protein synthesis. Methods of extraction of whey: ion exchange chromatography, microfiltration, ultrafiltration, salt treatment process and pH heat, reverse osmosis, diafiltration, foaming and freeze drying. High-performance liquid chromatography. Freeze drying and vacuum drying do not damage proteins. Spray drying does. Hidden benefits of whey protein. The most effective result seen with the help of whey protein is higher levels of glutathione, a very powerful antioxidant made from 3 amino acids, L-cysteine, glutamine, and glycine. Better and faster muscle recovery after an intense workout. With the support of leucine, which supports protein synthesis. Leucine present in whey protein is in high quantity, which helps in muscle tissue growth. Bones become stronger. Thus, it is beneficial for exercising individuals and for bone-related disorders like osteoporosis. Research and studies indicate whey protein also balances the stress hormones cortisol and serotonin levels of the body. It reduces cravings of sugar, especially for people who do heavy workouts. It is very useful for hitting targeted daily protein goals. Whey is absorbed faster than other forms of protein, which means it also increases muscle protein synthesis, used to break a fasted state. Whey protein is chemically non-stimulatory but may provide energy via means of caloric consumption and an insulin spike from the amino acids. A decrease in ghrelin has been observed with whey protein supplementation. It appears to increase intestinal permeability of nutrients, which is due to the glutamine content of whey protein. Different types of whey. Modern concentrates contain as high as 29–80% plus protein, with reduced amounts of lactose and fat. Whey protein concentrate. Carbohydrates are in the form of lactose. Immunity-boosting factors are intact. Whey protein isolates. WPI generally contain as much as 90–96% protein. Research has found that only whey proteins in their natural, undenatured state have biological activity. WPI contain 90% protein contents with minimal lactose and virtually no fat. Applications. Best choice is always depending on the situation and circumstances. Whey protein hydrolysate. Hydrolysate is protein that is enzymatically and acid pre-treated to reduce the particulate size even further. It is thus pre-digested and the fastest absorbed. But it is very expensive. Research says hydrolysate protein is fastest absorbed, but does not necessarily increase muscle as compared to concentrate or isolate. That depends on enzymes used, pH, temperature, and treatment given also. Applications. It may be given to people for whom cost of the supplement does not matter much, and those who work out heavy and need faster absorption. Hydrolysate protein is enzymatically and acid reduce the size of proteins. The process of hydrolyzation can reduce the allergic potential of whey and milk protein. Hydrolysis, even partially, can improve the solubility and improve in vitro digestibility. Special characteristics of whey. Whey is faster absorbed as compared to milk and casein. Whey isolate and whey hydrolysate has the same absorbability in the intestine. Beta-lactalbumin does not get hydrolyzed in extraction process. Whey protein seems to spike in the blood approximately 40–60 minutes after ingestion. Increased insulin release is also seen at long-term leucine balance. Casein protein appears to have greater retention than whey protein. Whey protein enhances protein synthesis. Casein inhibits protein breakdown. Whey protein blend, a combination of whey concentrate, isolate, and hydrolysate, may have some extra carbs. The digestion speed is slower, best used with a low-protein meal. Keeps the body in an anabolic mode by providing a combination of amino acids from different sources. Tricks in contamination. Contaminants like heavy metals, lead, cadmium, plastic derivatives may be added in blends. They give 25 grams of protein per serving, but the manufacturer may give 60% poor quality protein powder to act as a filler. It is fast absorbed but does not give more protein synthesis, as compared to same amount of dietary protein. FDA checks the nitrogen level and non-nitrogenous products like taurine and creatine, which may be added to meet up the nitrogen level casein, the slow digesting component of milk protein. Casein is the insoluble portion of the milk, whereas whey is the soluble portion, contains all essential amino acids. But lesser leucine as compared to whey, contains various bioactive peptides which are partially digested in the stomach. Whole milk protein is treated with a compound known as a coagulant. Usually, chymosin micellar casein tends to be produced via microfiltration, which has the ability to concentrate the micellar segments of casein. Caseoxins and casomorphins are responsible for reducing the speed of absorption of amino acids from casein. Approximate time is 6 to 7 hours after ingestion. Calcium caseinate is faster absorbed as compared to micellar casein. Approximate absorption time is 4 to 5 hours after ingestion. Glycomacropeptides being water-soluble, leave casein when chymosin acts on milk during coagulation. Casein hydrolysate is fastest absorbed form of casein. When can we have casein? Pre-workout, any mealtime, bedtime. Let's talk a little about plant protein. Soy, rice, and pea protein powders are usually very high in salt. Salt is used in the process that makes soy and pea protein powders, and it cannot all be washed away. Check the label of your soy or pea protein powder to ensure you don't end up exceeding your tolerable upper intake of salt, sodium, for the day, which is 2 to 3 grams per day. Rice is incomplete protein, poor in lysine. Soy and pea are poor in methionine. Incomplete proteins can complement one another. This is true of proteins from foods as well as from supplements. The combined amino acid profile ratio of a 70-30 pea rice protein blend is similar to that of whey.